Hi, in this video we're going to talk about how to find Utah mugshots. To get started, visit utahpublicrecords.com, and then once you're on a home page, you want to hover over other records and select inmate search. And by the way, I will have a link in the description. You can click on that or just type it into your browser. So once you're on the inmate search page here, you will notice there's a database here for Utah Department of Corrections. These would be prison records. Prison records are people typically that are sent to prison or serving for more severe crime sentences over 12 months. And then you have your county level resources. These would be local jail facilities typically managed by the sheriff's department. And people in here are typically serving under 12 months. And in a lot of cases, people just get arrested. They will post bail and then they'll just see a judge and really maybe pay a fine. It's not always necessarily going to end up in a sentence. So there are two different databases doing two different things, and they have they will show you different people. So also, even if you are looking at the jail records at the county level, each county will have its own database. So there isn't like a centralized system that you can use to research this stuff. Now, we can go ahead and take a look at a couple of these just to see how it works. For example, if you are looking at prison records, I was not able to generate too much information. For example, there isn't a mugshot, but you do get some personal information and pretty much the facility, or unless they're like on parole, it will let you know that information. And then like in this situation, some personal information, and then it just gives you the location of the individual. So that's one thing to keep in mind. At the county level, let's see here. In some counties, what you'll get is you'll have it'll be a very detailed page. You don't really have a mugshot here, but you have a lot of personal information that you can use to identify a person. You have your bond information, your charges, incarceration information, things like that. So a very detailed page, but no mugshot. Not every single database works this way. Like I said, it depends on the county. It depends how the sheriff's office ends up setting it up. Like in this situation, it's going to be slightly different here. And what you'll get in one county is not necessarily going to be the same thing that you'll get in another. So like here, you do get a small mugshot, not too big, but identifying information, and then you have your charges. We can even look at another county like this one here is again, no mugshot and some personal information and then charges. So it kind of varies. It's almost like, I notice it's almost every other county will give you the mugshots and then some of them won't. So just keep that in mind. But they will have identifying information to make sure like you have the correct individual that you're researching for. Another thing to consider is using court records. Everybody that gets arrested eventually will see a judge, and anybody that's already serving a sentence has seen a judge. So anytime somebody goes into a courtroom to see a judge, a court document is created, and what you can do is, if you wanted to look into a particular arrest or particular individual, you can actually use court records to research deeper into a case and get more details, because they would be considered public records unless it's like a sensitive case. So another tool that you have at your disposal. One more thing to consider is the name search box on top. And what this does is, it doesn't just look at, if you are looking for criminal records, it doesn't just look at criminal records. It has financial information, criminal records, court records, public records in general, but it pulls records not from just the state of Utah, but multiple states. So it gives you like a nationwide look into someone's historic past. And why might that be important? Well, let's say you are looking somebody's criminal history up. They're living in Utah now, but maybe in the past they lived in Oregon or maybe in Kentucky, and they have a criminal record there. If you're just searching at the county level or at the state level in Utah, you're not going to see what happened in Oregon or Kentucky. So to make sure you're more informed, you have all your bases covered, this is another tool to add to your arsenal when doing research. So once again, it's utahpublicrecords.com. Come on down and get started on your Utah mugshot search. Thank you.